guys, my name is Sarah and I'm gonna do a vlog today about my day at work because it was horrible and I think I should share that. So, many of you guys may or may not know I work at Disney, so I deal with all the angry guests. Fabulous. So, today I had to wake up early, like 6:50 in the morning, and mind you, the night before I was working till 9:15. Didn't get home till like 10:30, and by the time I got ready to go to bed and all that stuff, it's like 12. And I'm like, seriously, there's no point in sleeping anyways. So I wake up and I'm tired, obviously. So I'm like, okay, what's even the point? And go to work, just get ready. And I start at 8:45, clock in. And every time I clock in, I make sure that I clock in at a good time because I don't want preview. Preview is the photo preview area for rides that have, they take a photo of you on there, that area. So you stand out there, you're dealing with all those angry guests, just looking at the photo and all this other kind of stuff, and you got to pass out numbers and all this, and then you got the people who are screaming, and then you got the kids that are climbing up the fences, and I'm like, dude, get down, you're gonna fall, you're gonna hurt yourself, like, come on now. So, signed in, and I didn't get it, thank God. I just got handing out photos for people who purchase it, so that's fine. Now, we were down the first couple, I don't know, like 30 minutes or something like that. We didn't start getting people off the ride until like 10 or something like that, So I'm like stocking up, fixing, me and my coworker were just like stocking, fixing up folders and stuff like that. So I get a box and take out some folders, put them in, and what we do is we cut the top of the box so that it fits under the printers, and that's where we kind of keep them stocked there. So I was like, okay, let me cut it. So I get the little poke out knives, which I think probably that was a bad idea. Should have got scissors, but I got scissors after. So, I don't know, might be my fault, but still, like, it made my day worse. So, I'm like cutting, and trying. And it's so hard because the one that we have, you have to keep your hand on the thing to keep the knife out. So I'm like, what's the point? You guys should get one that just clicks out and do it. It makes it so much easier. So I'm holding it, trying to cut, and it slips and stabs me in the wrist. And I'm like, I'm so accident prone, you don't even understand. Like, one of these days, I'm gonna kill myself. Just out of nowhere. God forbid, though, But still, like, I mean, cleaning dishes, I hurt myself here, got a gash, and there's still a scar. Today, I'm cutting boxes, and slips and stabs my hand right here on the wrist. And it's like a gash. And I took off the Band-Aid. And it's kind of healing, I guess. So I'm like, alright, wonderful. My day could not get any worse. So finish that, I go to my break, and I'm like tired. I'm not even feeling good today. Like, I'm just like, I want to go home. Like, I'm so tired, and I can't even deal with all this stuff. So, got my break, finished it, went back. Let me see. I don't remember where I went after break. I don't know what position I got. All I know is after that, I get stuck at preview. And I'm like, are you kidding me? In this heat. Now, I will show you guys a picture of my costume right now. Now, what I'm saying is, I, like the costume you just saw, I wear all that. Now, it's hot in Florida. The weather sucks. Like, you don't even understand. Like, it's so hot. So I'm out there, and, it's a water ride. So people coming off with the water, heat, all that stuff together. Fans that don't even work that good. So I'm, like, literally gonna knock dead. Like, seriously, you don't even understand. And these managers don't even care. Like, they'll keep you out there for an hour. I'm like, okay, that's fine, an hour, because that's technically, you're supposed to be, if you're on an outside position, you're only allowed to be out there 30 minutes, 45 minutes to an hour, none more. Okay, I'm out there for an hour. Now, managers are kind of stupid because they tell you that you can get that position 3 times in a day. And I'm like, no one should get an outside position 3 times in a day, especially if you're going to stay out there for an hour. Like, come on now, you're going to die trying to kill people here. So I'm there, you know, passing out numbers, doing my job. We're supposed to pass out numbers to each and every guest. Now, you can't do that because you got millions of guests piling up on top of you. And I'm like, come on now, calm down. Calm down there. And people are all over you. And I'm like, here's your number, and here's your number. Get this one lady. I'm like, here's your number, ma'am. She gives me the dirtiest look ever. And she's like, no, thanks. And I'm like, I'm not even going to deal with it. Like, seriously? It's just a number on a piece of paper. You don't want it, you can throw it away after. I'm just doing my job. Like, I mean, come on. The photo's there for 48 hours. Hello? You can come back and check on it later. Like, seriously, come on now. So, I'm there and got the kids climbing up the thing. And I'm like, honey, you need to get down before you break yourself. Like, come on now. That's pretty dangerous. And I'm like, please get down. And then the mom's like, you know, get down. And, like, I work with a whole bunch of other coworkers. And luckily, you know, thank God I haven't gotten any bad, like, people. They will curse at you. They will do, you won't even believe the things that they will do to you. Like, seriously, like, my friend, she was out in that position. She told the little kid to step down so he doesn't get hurt. The father goes ahead and yells at her, telling her, are you yelling at my son? You're not supposed to yell at my son. Only I can do that. And curses at her. And I'm like, we're doing our job. We're trying to save your son's life. If you don't want to, go ahead. And then what? You're going to end up suing Disney because we didn't do our job. When we did our job, and then you yelled at her. Like, come on now. So, with that said, so got that. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to go inside. It's too hot, and I can't deal with any of this. So I go inside. And, yeah, I go inside, and I get the registers. And I get the first register, mind you. So now we kind of upgraded, so we have a screen on this side, screen on that side, so guests will be able to see. It's not a touch screen. And the guests go like this. It's not working. It's not working. It's not a touch screen. And the guests will go back again. I'm like, ma'am, it's not a touch screen. Calm down. I will help you once I finish with this guest. Like, come on now. And, so we got the registers like this, and I'm at the first one. So I have to deal with the line coming in and people are so stupid. Trust me, people are so stupid that, okay, you're coming off the ride. There's an entrance this way so you can get your photos. There's an entrance that way for the exit. And then there's an entrance this way for the people who are getting their photo to exit. And then you got the whole group of people who are coming in here. And I'm like, ma'am, the line starts back there. And they're like, oh, okay, I'm sorry. And then they'll go around and do that. And then you got a whole nother group coming in. I'm like, calm down, people. Like, come on now. And with that all being said, so I'm at the top. I'm the shortest person probably there. And, like, I hate being short sometimes. But then again, I love it. Like, you know, it's best. God created me like this for a reason. And I love it. So, with that being said, I'm at the front. And, I gotta call people down when I'm ready. Not necessarily, like, some people will notice that you're done. They'll come down. So, calling people, helping them. And I'm like, next guest in line, please. And the lady, they're just standing there. It's like, hi, what are you doing? Blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, next guest in line, please. And nobody's listening. And they're just sitting there chatting on their phones, texting, calling. And I'm like, you're in line to get a photo. You need to pay attention to the line. People are calling you down. I'm pretty sure you can hear me. I can't yell louder than that. I am not going to yell on top of my lungs. Because if I will get mad at you. I will seriously get mad at you. Like, you can only deal with so much with these crazy guests. Like, it's not even funny. So, and, you know, you're dealing with them. And you got the guests. You're helping a family. And there's a sign right here in the back saying, wait here until the cast member calls you. I'm helping a guest. And you got a whole pile of another family right next to them looking at their photo. I'm like, is this your photo? Like, please, step back there. When the next person is ready, they will call you. And they don't do that. They don't care. So, now you see how horrible my day is going. With that, so I deal with all this, finish. Finally cools down because the line will get long. And we have another register at the other end where we can just, scan merchandise. But you'll have people who are getting in a photo line to pay for merchandise, or people that are getting merchandise coming up to me because I'm the first register saying, oh, can I pay for this here? And I'm like, there's a line there. I'm like, there's a register right there. They can help you. It's specifically merchandise register. You can do that. This is photo, making it easier for them. Like, come on now. So, I'm with that, and then the rotation goes around, and I get switched to handing out photos again. So I'm glad about that. Like, I don't do anything there, like, except pass out photos, and sometimes it's even boring with that. Like, come on now. And I get my break to go on break again. So I go on, and I'm just relaxing on my break, and I get off of my break. I remember now, my first break, I got off and I just went to a regular thing. Now, my second break, when I got off of my second break, they sent me out to preview. That's what happened. Now, so after that, I got back from my second break and I go to preview. Then I go to my register 4 that I was at. Then after that, I went to my handout to hand out photos to people who bought them, checking their receipt. I get a guest coming up, hands me the receipt. I look at it. I'm like, sir, this receipt doesn't have your photo purchase on here. It only has the gummy bears that you bought. And he was like, I bought the photo. And I was like, it's not on here. He was like, well, I bought the photo. And I was like, you need to go to the cast member and find out where the receipt is for the photo, because I can't issue you a photo without the receipt. I mean, sometimes we're nice and we'll do that, but most of the time we don't do that, because I mean, if you don't have the receipt, how do we know that you're not just coming up here getting a free photo? This cast comes up, so I'm doing it, and I was like, okay. My coworker was like, well, let me go check with the cast member and see what they're doing, see if they have the thing or whatever. So I'm about to print the photo, and I was like, what size photo did you guys get? And they're like, oh, we got an 8x10, and I was like, what's your photo number? Plugged all that in, and I'm about to print the photo. Now, I thought these people were a little bit suspicious myself. Now, my coworker went over to the other side to find out if they really purchased the photo. Now, my other coworkers came and told me that the other coworker said, oh, they didn't want to purchase it. They just gave me the gummy bears, and they're like, oh, we'll just won't buy it. They're coming over here trying to get a free photo, and I'm like, dude, come on now, like, seriously. You know that you're gonna have a receipt to pick up the photo. Everyone knows that. Like, I mean, how would you like it if someone took your free photo, took your photo that you paid for? Like, so we tell him, you need to have a receipt to get it, and you didn't purchase it. He's like, you didn't pay for the photo. I was like, yeah, I did. And I was like, it's not on your receipt. You didn't pay for it. And the other guy was like, you didn't pay for it. He didn't pay for it. And then he's like, well, this is ridiculous. I paid for it. Blah, blah, blah. And he just grabs his gummy bears and walks over to the other side. Or I guess he was leaving. And then he starts complaining. He's like, if I go over there, I'm going to waste my time, and I'm going to miss my fast pass for the ride. And I'm like, sir, it's not our problem. You didn't pay for the photo. If you paid for the photo, you would have had a receipt that says, I paid for the photo. Now, so he leaves, and I don't know what he does, so he's more than welcome to go gone. I really don't care. So yeah, and I'm back at the registers, and then I get my bump out so I can finally leave. I was so mad that day. Like, it was so horrible. Like, everything was going wrong. You got the angry guests, like an angry mob about you, and I don't even know what I'm gonna do when this, like, I mean, it's technically summer, but, June area. You got the angry tour groups coming in, and then you got the other angry guests and crazy people, all that kind of stuff. And then you have gay day coming next Saturday, and this is gonna be my first time actually attending it. So, I mean, some people said it's hectic and crazy, and really crazy. I mean, just without Gay Day, we moderate so many photos because people are taking their shirts off, acting like they're punching people, doing wrong signs and stuff like that. And I'm like, this is Disney, guys. Why are you doing this? You're gonna lose your photo. So yeah, that was my day at Disney today, and I'm happy that I finally came home because I was tired. I was ready to go home. You don't even understand how tired I was. So I'm like, yep, yeah. I think the best part of my day was when I went home and I got to see my friends who were on the other side. Cause I work in Frontierland, and there's like two parts to that. You got the Splash Mountain part down, which we call lower, and then you have the upper part, which is technically just shops and candies. And there's like one ride there. It's not even like a full ride. It's just a whatever kind of thing going on there. Oh yeah, let's not forget. My coworker told me, let's not forget the tourists or the people who don't know what's going on. Okay, so he's helping a guest trying to find his place around the park. Okay, I'm the guest and I'm looking at the map. Sorry, I don't have a map on me. I have one. I mean, I work at Disney. I have one somewhere around. I'm looking at the map. Okay, excuse me. Do you know where this ride is? Because I'm trying to look for it. And this is me acting out as my coworker. Sir, do you know you have an Animal Kingdom map? And you are in Magic Kingdom, looking for a ride that's on the other side of the world. Like, come on now. You're coming here asking me where to look. At least have the right map, please. For God's sake, at least the right map. I mean, I know you're a tourist or whatever and you haven't been here before probably or something like that, but the least you could do is have the right map. I mean, not an Animal Kingdom map and a Magic Kingdom map. Acting like they all tie in together. One map for one whole giant Walt Disney World? No, that's not how it works. So yeah, and I'm doing the sorcerer cards, so I'm collecting those, and yeah, that's pretty much my day. So yeah, I hate angry guests, as you can tell. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the vlog though. I had fun venting it to you people, so I hope you guys enjoyed it, and you guys should definitely tell me what more videos you want me to do and stuff like that. And yeah, I think that's it. So I will talk to you guys later, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Bye.
Oh, I was overwhelmed and frankly scared as hell because I really fell for you. Oh, I swear to you, I'll be there for you. This is not a drive-by. Just a shy guy looking forward to.
Give my video a thumbs up. Like it. Thumbs up, please.